Welcome to a place where freedom doesn't just fade away, it vanishes almost instantly behind walls of glass and endless light. Just a short drive from the theme parks and bright boulevards of Orlando, Florida, there's a hidden world most people will never see. Here sits the Orange County Correctional Facility, a fortress of concrete and glass that holds more than 3,000 lives at any given time. The lines are clean, the windows shine, the fences stand tall, everything in its place, perfectly organized. From the outside, it almost looks like a modern city, but step inside and you're entering a world where nothing goes unseen and no secret stays safe for long. The first thing that hits you isn't the sound of iron bars or the echo of footsteps down a dark hallway. It's the light, bright, white, and constant. It fills every room, reflecting off the glass walls and polished floors. The booking center feels more like an airport terminal than the old images of prison you see on TV. But no one here is waiting for a flight out. Instead, one by one, new arrivals line up and hand over the last things that once made them feel human. Shoelaces, a wallet, maybe a faded photograph or a letter from home. Every item is scanned, tagged, listed, and locked away. A quick fingerprint, a photograph snapped without a smile, and another name gets added to the system. There's a sense of routine in every move. Guards calling names, scanning IDs, checking lists. The process is almost silent except for the beeping of machines and the soft, steady voices over the loudspeakers. People are processed quickly, one after another, and as you watch, you might wonder, if everything you once called your own is now boxed up and recorded, what's really left that belongs only to you? After check-in, everyone gathers in a silent waiting room, each face reflecting its own story. Some eyes are hard, some tired, some scared, some already empty. On the wall, a TV plays a video explaining the rules of this new world. When to talk, when to listen, what's allowed, what will get you in trouble fast. The rules sound simple, but even here, you realize there are always two sets of laws. The official ones you're told, and the secret ones whispered from inmate to inmate, learned only through experience, or sometimes the hard way. You sign your name at the end of the orientation, but in truth, the real lessons are only just beginning. Because once you're inside, it doesn't take long to realize this place runs on much more than just rules and cameras. Survival here is a kind of art form. It means getting clever, fast. A padlock tucked in a sock becomes a weapon. A toothbrush, sharpened on the floor, is hidden for protection. Someone uses a broken piece of a broom as a makeshift knife. Food turns into currency, or comfort. A handful of chips, some noodles, and a cup of hot water can be crafted into a prison burrito, cut open by a plastic prison ID, all made in secret. Even a tiny broken pencil can double as eyeliner, or a way to write a note that might never be seen by a guard. Nothing is wasted. Every scrap of candy, every thread, every tiny razor blade gets hidden in the safest place someone knows, sometimes in places no one would ever want to look. Sometimes all it takes is a pair of old socks or a slip of paper to buy a little safety or a moment's peace. The rules of survival aren't written on the walls. They're learned in quiet conversations, a quick glance, or a coded gesture. But it's not just what you have that matters, it's what you know and who you trust. Communication is a secret language. A simple hand sign across the pod can mean anything from "help me" to "watch your back." Tattoos aren't just decoration. They're a map of someone's past, their loyalties, their warnings to others. Tiny notes, carefully folded and passed from hand to hand, might carry messages, warnings, a coded love letter, or even plans for something much bigger. Real power inside these walls isn't always with the guards. It often belongs to those who know the codes, those who understand how to move quietly between the lines, who to trust, and when to keep silent. In a world where every move is watched, every word is listened to, you have to wonder, what would you be willing to risk or trade just to get through another day? What would you do to feel safe, or simply to feel like yourself, even for a moment? Yet life inside is more than just a game of survival. There's a battle that plays out every day, inside the mind. The hardest part for many isn't the noise or the chaos. It's the silence that creeps in when the doors are locked, and everyone is left alone with their thoughts. You see old photos kept like treasures, small radios playing late at night, a hand shaking as it writes a letter home, not knowing if it will ever be answered. Inmates like Bill have spent nearly 3 decades behind bars. He still remembers the nights on death row, where every sunrise could have been his last, and silence felt as heavy as the chains. Others, like Keith, describe each day as a mental test, a chance to survive not just the rules but the weight of their own regrets and lost time. Memories of freedom start to blur, replaced by the steady routine. Count times, meals, lights that never turn off, days and nights blending into each other. What's left when the world outside becomes a distant dream? Sometimes the quiet is anything but peaceful. Underneath, fear and violence simmer, never far away. A fight can start from nothing, a slammed door, a harsh word, or simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bruises are hidden, stories go untold. You can feel the tension in the air, the way guards walk faster down the hall, the sudden hush that falls when trouble is about to start. Here, silence can be a warning, the calm before a storm no one can control. But even in a place designed to control everything, people keep searching for ways to connect, to feel human. Family visits don't happen through glass anymore. They happen through screens. Prisoners sit in small rooms, staring into a camera as loved ones appear on a monitor, separated by distance and rules. You'll see a child press their hand to the screen, trying to touch a parent who's just out of reach. Sometimes a visit ends with a quick beep and a blank monitor, leaving only the sound of someone's sigh and the ache of missing a real hug. Technology can bring faces closer, but it can't erase the longing for something real, for a connection you can actually feel. Letters mean more here than most people realize. Each envelope is checked, sometimes searched, sometimes even taken away, but still they come, torn at the corners, stained with lipstick or cologne, written in rushed or careful script. Some are smuggled in, hidden under a mattress, or read quietly in the middle of the night with a flashlight. A single note can mean hope or home, or simply a reminder that someone, somewhere, still remembers you exist. These small connections, a short visit, a secret letter, a smile in the hallway, become the last thread of humanity, the thing that can't be locked away, no matter how strong the walls or how many cameras line the ceiling. But the need for control never sleeps here. Most inmates spend their days in glass pods, small, bright rooms where everything can be seen from every angle. It's like living in an aquarium. Guards sit behind thick glass, watching, speaking only through microphones. Lights never turn off, and there are cameras everywhere, catching every move, every whisper, every pause. It feels like nothing can be hidden, and yet people find a way. A surprise search might uncover a hidden cell phone, wrapped tight and hidden where no one wants to look. Sometimes it's a sudden fight that breaks out without warning. Sirens blare, red lights flash, guards run in. For a moment, the system is exposed. All the machines and routines in the world can't predict every human secret or stop every act of desperation. The tighter the rules, the bigger the secrets become. The more you try to control, the more people find ways to slip between the cracks, and you start to wonder, in a place built to watch everything, what can't be controlled? What will always find a way to break free? And so, as the day ends and the white lights finally dim, the camera's still watching, the silence falls heavy in every pod, every hallway, every cell. There are things here that can never be locked away: memories, loneliness, the hope that one day something better is possible. Prisons can monitor every movement, count every step, and keep every secret hidden behind walls of glass. But what matters most is what's carried in the hearts of those inside. If you could step out from behind these walls, what would you take with you? Fear, regret, or hope for a new beginning? Let us know what you would carry in the comments below. And if you feel that pull to keep searching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a step in our journey to uncover what still hides on this earth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.